Right, folks, a lot to unpack today. We're going to talk about Celo mostly in this video, as I think it's a beast of a project. I will also talk about Bitcoin's mammoth run in the past few hours. Before I do, as always, update my spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each one, and we're still holding those bags, you'd be in profit for $50,200. Add in your $2,600 investment, you're sitting on $52,800. I've held all of these at one point or another in close positions on damn near all of them in profit, not Grin. Grin's just a bane of my spreadsheet. And I've reinvested that money into new cryptos. If you want to see the cryptos I hold, check out Copy My Crypto. I've built my portfolio to maximize gains during this bull cycle. My portfolio outperforms the market week in, week out. My biggest holdings are primed for absolute takeoff, and there's some beautiful opportunities for very quick turnaround profit within this portfolio. If you want to make these gains, build your wealth before the bear cycle, then check the link in the description, because the bear cycle is when retirement money is made. So build your wealth before that hits, and life will be good. Anyway, yeah, click the link in the description. Right, look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. I did a video this morning where I was saying that what we should see is this line, this downward trend line that we've been on for, basically 4 months. Basically 6 months. What am I talking about? We broke out, and that should now be a line of support. And as we can see, what is nice is it did act as a line of support. The wick came down, testing that line, and then bounced back up. And Bitcoin has actually went up from the close of yesterday, where it was around 51,400, to now 54,700. Huge run. It even, at one point today, broke through to the top of the wick, was 55,500. So we really are in gain mode. So Bitcoin's obviously leading the charge, and we'll see the alts take a little bit of time. They won't all go astronomical fast, but the alts will, all of a sudden, when Bitcoin slows down a little bit, the alts will start ramping up. Things are looking very promising. Now, Celo is what I want to talk about. I love this project as a concept, as an idea. When you look at the backers that that Celo has, there's a lot to like about it. So, if you're unfamiliar, Celo is focused on increasing crypto adoption, particularly among people with smartphones, which is basically everyone in the world at this point. And the whole idea is they're going to use phone numbers as public keys. So Celo, the whole idea is to introduce the billions of smartphone users around the world, particularly those without banking access, to transacting in crypto. So bringing banking to the bankless, that's very much sort of a tagline of a number of crypto projects. I think Cardano, but Celo is working towards that. And to be fair, they're working well, working very, very smoothly. So the team from Celo, very, very impressive. So to be fair, it's easy to go through the team here. So the team is comprised of people from MIT, Stanford, Google, Square, Circle, Visa, GoDaddy, World Bank, Federal Reserve Bank, Harvard University, University of Pennsylvania Law, Cambridge University, US Department of Justice, Bank of America, Capital One, Twitter, Give Directly, and the Gates Foundation. There are a lot of people in there that I'm not a fan of, but you've got to realize that within that team are going to be some very influential people that will push this forward as a very good, strong concept, and it will succeed as a result of the people involved. Now, Celo, like I said, is to do with mobile banking, effectively, mobile crypto banking. They've the stats of it are pretty bloody impressive. They've had 36.5 million transactions since up and running. Bear in mind, Celo has been up and running for a grand total of about a year, a little over a year and 2 months. Oh no, year and 5 months, which is pretty good going. So in that time, 36.5 million transactions, nothing to sniff at. That's pretty impressive. In terms of the team, like I said, the team you've seen, but the early backers are fairly massive. So when you're looking at early backers of Celo, you've got Jack Dorsey of Twitter. What's happened here? I'm not being funny, but they do need to sort that website if that's what's happening. Maybe it's my computer. No, that's the site. It's not great. Let's go back to the main page. So, yeah. So the backers were A16Z, Coinbase, Jack Dorsey, obviously Jack Dorsey of Twitter, Polychain Capital, Social Capital, Naval Ravikant. I'm not saying that right. General Catalyst, Reid Hoffman, Telekom. That's Deutsche Telekom. And then a number of others. Big backers. Big backers. I think Celo originally launched on Coinbase. Obviously, Coinbase Ventures are heavily involved in or heavily invested in this. So the whole concept is obviously you send money to contacts, not characters. So you're sending money. You're basically the public keys of each individual are based on their telephone number, so you can send people crypto via their telephone number effectively. And obviously Celo is applicable in pretty much every wallet going. Within Celo as well, they've got their own DeFi. So they've got Uberswap, which is basically a mobile-based DEX. And they've got Moolah, which is like the mobile version of sort of an Aave, lending and borrowing. Which are pretty goddamn good. Like I said, you're looking pretty strong when we're looking at this. 86% of central banks are exploring CBDCs. Celo is obviously ready to push for that. Now, I don't believe Celo will get a CBDC, not in America anyway. But what I would say is with the team that they've got, people from the Gates Foundation, right? People from the Federal Reserve. There are people within that team that potentially, we don't know, but potentially have got a decent sway or a decent opportunity to try and push Celo as the solution for a CBDC. Maybe within America, but certainly outside of America. Team has grown enormously. As you can see, that's an enormous team now. And when you're looking at, where's the founder? So we've got one of the founders is Anna Kazlukwas. Can't say that. So I'll check where her history, but they've got obviously within this team the potential to sway governments, or certainly the people that have worked in the right places to sway governments. I can't see it necessarily happening. Oh, I don't have LinkedIn. I can't see it necessarily happening. I don't think Celo's the first choice point of call for CBDCs fundamentally. I think it's fairly obvious that you've got certain cryptos like XRP, Stellar, that have first mover advantage with regards to CBDCs. But Celo is engaging with Chamber of Digital Commerce. They're engaging with World Economic Forum. Blockchain for Europe, WFP. They've got legitimate titans within the world that they're engaging with. And again, however you feel about some of these companies, and I certainly don't like some of them, not naming names, but that level of influence and those partnerships are certainly going to help in pushing the idea of a CBDC. The whole concept of bringing banking to the bankless is something that a lot of crypto projects are pushing and trying to do, because fundamentally there are a number of benefits, not only to those people as individuals, but to crypto. If you've now got an extra billion people, or 500 million people using your platform because it provides an opportunity for payment structures, your crypto, your project gains value, gains eyes, gains adoption. Adoption is key to growth. So Celo has a lot of potential with their aspirations, with an app that works very, very well. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. I think long term, Celo should be, and very possibly in this bull cycle, we'll see Celo rising well above where it's at. Fundamentally, when we're talking about market caps, if you're looking at Bitcoin, say, doubling, then you can estimate that some altcoins, the better altcoins, can range between a 4x and a 6x. If Bitcoin, say, quadruples from where it is, then you'd scale it up again. So potentially the good altcoins, 8x to 16x. Or 8x to 12x, right? So we'll see. But I think I don't see how Celo wouldn't be at least a 20 billion market cap, which is about 10x from where it is. So we're looking at like $60 or $58.70, $58.70, so roughly $60. I don't see how it couldn't achieve that. It should do that. But that's dependent on the run that Bitcoin has as well. Celo's already got a very, very good working product. Huge backers, along with, Polychain, Dragonfly, Electric Capital. Already mentioned a couple of these as well. The future looks really bright for Celo. I would be thinking that whilst there might be a limit to how high it goes this bull cycle, although I still think a 10x is very achievable for this one, the next bull cycle, this could do very, 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 very well. Because particularly if it capitulates like so many of the, in price, like so many of the altcoins do during a bear cycle, this could be a really, real bargain coin to pick up. So keep your eyes on this one. But huge aspirations, huge team, real potential. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for the keep coughing, clearing my throat. If you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. This is where I share my live portfolio I've built to maximize gains during this bull cycle. My portfolio has been outperforming the market. My biggest holdings ready for explosive gains. A couple of my holdings as well provide some ridiculous opportunities for some very, very quick profit. If you want to build your wealth before the bear cycle, which will happen, then now is the time to start building your wealth. Check the link in the description. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.